What's up, y'all? It's Jam and Sam, and today we're going to restore the Sanctuary theme and Princess Zelda's Rescue from A Link to the Past. So, I have FL Studio opened up. We're going to create a new arrangement called Princess Zelda's Rescue. And then we want the MIDI file. Let me go grab it here. Can't see this, but I'm going and grabbing the MIDI. Select MIDI out, so then deselect start new project, and then accept. Oh wait, no, I didn't want to do that in this. No, what I need to do is I'm going to reload the project. That was a mistake. Find first empty. Type in, just leave it blank, because it's good, because the MIDI is going to automatically rename it. Now we do the same thing, MIDI out, don't start new project, and now we have it all here. So if we play it, let's disable all the MIDI channels, because we don't want to hear that, and then we have two blank MIDI channels here we can delete. And now, let's play the SPC. And start with only the first channel. Oops. Can you hear that? Yeah, you can. So we have some strings, so let's copy this. I think they might all be strings, I don't know. Let's find a new thing and call it strings rescue. We have a flute here. That's this right here. And then it loops to right here. So one thing I notice, we can stop this now. One thing I notice is that the rhythm is off, first of all. So let me see if I can't tell if there's any drift yet, but. So we start, the downbeat should be right around here-ish. And I think there's probably some tempo automation here. Let me see. So if we put this here, the tempo automation will be in the MIDI track, so it should track any automation that's there. Now if we put this here, and I think we have to go an octave higher than that. Love your illustrations. Keep it up. Glad you like it. Good morning. It's 3:30 a.m. for me. Oh, is it? It's 6 hours earlier than here, so No, 7 hours. So I forgot what time it is over there. It's probably very early in the U.S. But I'm in Europe right now, so it's going to be 6 hours later. I forgot about that. That's true. So it's very early over there, but we'll do what we can. Might have to start these later next time. So anyway, we have this. Let's see. I'm gonna try to find what beat it is here. This is definitely a downbeat right here. So we can do a time signature change here. It should be 4/4, right? No, it's 3/4. There we go. And let me see if I start right here. Does it also make the same change? Make the same effect? No. So it is definitely a change. Like, I don't know what's going on over here, but let's take all these and remove this space here because we don't need that. And then we can also do the same with all of this, but it's probably going to ruin some of the automation we have going on. So I would say no, maybe not. Maybe we'll just leave it as is. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here yet as far as timing goes, but we can worry about that later. Let me make sure that this articulation is long enough to encompass this note. Because it pretty much stops a little bit before the note is done. I think we want a longer articulation here. And at the risk of ruining the other one, let me change the articulation and see how it holds up. Because it might be fine just that much, like a few seconds longer for the other song, because we have multiple songs here. I grouped all of the strings-based songs together, so we'll see if that works for the other song. Okay, so that works for this one. Let me check on the rest of the other two. It still maintains the same sound. Let me check on this one. Honestly, I don't even know if that string patch is being used here, but it doesn't matter because it works. So this is all strings, so I really need to split this up into, let's see, like lead strings. So what do we have next? Now, we have that there's those woodwinds. So let me make a new pattern and call it woodwinds or winds rescue. And we have I have a flute still here. I split up some of the other songs, and so now I split it up into like full orchestra. One project for full orchestra, one project for like all strings or all choir or all harp. So I have the flute here. I think that's channel 7. Let me try channel 7. So what I need to do is go and take this. There's also some drift here that I need to correct. So let me Control A to select all. Correct that drift. And now what I can do is quantize start times, making sure that everything stops on a step. Yeah. Except this part. This part doesn't. This part does something else. So we can quantize start times for that and for this. I'm not really sure what is going on, but let's see. Let me try putting it in triplets. I think he has like a free tempo thing going on here. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm just gonna leave that alone. I don't need to worry about that. So let me see. Hold on. Let me check out the. I'll have to do the wins now. We're gonna cut this. So changing our color to our channel to 7, and then pressing Alt C to change the channel. So now we should hear wins. I think that one's not gonna work. There we go. Now let me check and see if there was like a volume envelope on that. There was just a bit of vibrato on that. So let me place this like right after. First of all, I need to set the time signature on this part. You should be very careful to place it at the exact beginning of that note. Okay, so now we can place this at the right spot. And then we can add our vibrato. So let me see, how long does it take the vibrato to take effect? Because it doesn't start right away. Da. So we go to source, add modulator, LFOs, sine. Then we do about like a little, about maybe 24 to start out. Then we scroll down to modulation, pitch, and then, oh, I think we already have one. Yeah. Oh yeah, we do. So but it doesn't really have much of an effect. I think we have it too weak. I think it needs to be a little bit faster. That ought to do it. And then we need some reverb on that. I think that might be, I don't know if that's too much. That ought to do. Now let's check out the second channel. So we have a delay channel for the strings. And we have it already here, so we can just enable it with automation. And let's do keep pitch, because we know it changes tempo, and that can sometimes ruin the delay if you don't have keep pitch on. You're doing God's work. Thank you so much. Thank you. Glad to hear it. Now, one thing I forgot about was that there's like a slow fade in on the downbeat. Here. And so one thing that happens is that we start out with a, well, I have to do the fade in first. So I think I have an automation for the lead strings here. Yeah, so what I can do is, when this automation starts is when the note should fade in. So what I do is it starts out at full volume, and then it sort of like, it just kind of dips down and then fades in. Let's give it about a quarter. There's still that dip in the beginning, so we want to get that out. I think what I'm going to need to do is fade it out first so that there's not so much of a noticeable jump. Then let it do that. There we go. I think the fade might need to be more slower a little bit. Let me check on that. I think it was I think it started. It didn't quite start as 0, is the thing. So let me go to scale levels and then do about 50%. I think it was a little bit slower than that. No, maybe not. Actually, that's perfect, just where it is. Where the bird gets the worm, yes. In this case, if you're in the US. Hey, thanks for what you do. Thanks for your hard work. You're welcome. Glad you enjoy it. Okay, now I need to see about this bass in the second channel. Looks like it goes all the way to the end. Bass, and let's call this bass strings rescue. And channel 2 should be the bass strings. And it sounds like there's in that second go round, it sounds like there's a change in the velocity. So listen to those. See, it gets louder and louder. So if you watch the meter there, no, you can't see this, but you listen. I think that first note is just a little quieter, but maybe those first 2 notes. An octave up. And the tempo is wrong, so it's because it doesn't take the automation right. And I think the bass is a little loud there, so let's take down the velocity on this one. Let's take it down to normal. And I think the lead strings velocity was a little strong too. Actually, all of them were, so bring all these down. Because it's peaking the meter a little bit. Okay, perfect. Now we can, let's see, the base should be, yeah, it stays the same for that whole thing. So now we can move on to the next channel. We have some cellos and silence. And this is probably more cellos. Let's find first empty and say harmony strings rescue. And so let's put this into the first harmony strings channel and see if that works out. But let me check that last line for drift, see if there's any drift there. And there is a little bit. Let me go and stretch this out. And then quick quantize start times. And then the winds, let me check those too. Oh, those are good, because we quantized it all together. And did I... Oh, this is a choir, actually. We got to go an octave up. And let's take down the velocity to a normal level. Oh wow, that's an ugly loop point on that one. Does it still do that when I put it to the lead channel? Let me see. Yeah, it does. Let me try to fix that. And this thing keeps stopping, like when I... Let me fix the loop point first. So, let me see, what note is that? That's a G. So with the G, we have to go into, let's see, loop edit mode. See, now there's that disconnect. I don't know how that happened, but... And you can still hear it a little bit. Let's see if we change the thing one place. Still hear it. See if we change it the other direction. I think we can't change the end. That's a little better. Let's try a little more. A little better. That's about as good as it's going to get. Yeah, that's about it. That's good enough. Now, there's a choir. I don't remember which thing the choir was. So let me also like solo the choir so we can hear it first. Oh, some of that is strings over there. It changes to a harp. It changes to a choir. Where is my choir? Have I acquired the choir? Uh, let's see. Where's that choir from? Well, let me grab those strings first. Let me see where did does the choir end and the strings begin? Ah, here we go. And there's a little bit of drift here. Let me correct that first. And I think here we're in thirds. No, we're in steps. Quantize start times, and now we can grab this part here. But I don't exactly know where to put it yet, so because I don't have my choir for some reason in my folder. Let me see what exactly the source of that choir was. Kai S1000. I think I have that here. Ah, Beauty Voice, it was called. Okay, so that's going to go into contact. Let me go up and find it real quick. It's going to be channel 12, and let's create a new master out channel at 1718. No. This one's going to be 13 and 14. Let's name it choir. Let's see, we have a bunch of blank slots here. So let's go, this is going to be 1, mixture track 1, and then we want 6, so we do +5. So we change this to, what did I say the channel was? 12. We want to select channel 12 and then highlight this, Alt-C. And that might not be the right pitch, let me see. I think that's the right pitch, it just doesn't sound right. It might be a, let's see. Oh, we only have one. We only have one sample for this thing, so that means I can just make. I don't even need a contact instrument. I just need the sample. Let me extract this sample from the instrument by going to selecting it and save as. Select the instrument, and then I can say patch and samples. And now you won't be able to see this, but I'll have it'll create a folder with the sample in it somewhere. Where did it go? Weird. Ah, here it is. Now we can go and move this. I can remove this instrument. And FL Studio is still trying to hold on to that instrument, so I have to do something else. Let me see. Let me save this. Close. And then reopen. So now the beauty voice sample will be there. Now all I have to do is place the sample and then cut it out from here. Paste it here. And now let's change our time signature to 3/4 so that we can see kind of what it's kind of has an accurate thing. Now this sample has a I'll have to loop it myself now. Let's see. So the root pitch is F#6. So we say middle note is F#6, and then what's my loop point? Let me see what the original patch had as a loop point. Oh, I have to restore that. So I should be able to just exchange the sample. So let me see if I do the voice, and it should reappear. There we go. Then if I do play, is this a play button? Doesn't seem to want to. Oh, there's a lot of layers here. Weird. So, let's see. It shows it here, but it doesn't. Let me try just putting the. You see, I'm gonna restore that file, that folder, from the recycle bin. My recycle bin is not opening for some reason. There we go. Now let me go to my paste it here. And it should have fixed it. Whatever's wrong with it. There we go. Okay, now the loop point should look something like this. So if I go to Edison, and I try to make roughly that same selection, I can kind of fine tune it how I please. At the end of the sample, it goes and loops somewhere around here. So now if we set loop, then go to see where exactly that loop, it's at the zero level. So we have to select something at the 0 level over at the beginning. We're just listening for this popping to stop. So that's about as good as it's going to get. Let's see if we can go and tune the loop. So we go to the wrench and click tune loop. There we go. That's perfect. Now let's normalize it. Oh, it's already normalized. I think, but definitely not. That's fine, it'll normalize. Make sure the loop point. So now we can go and save the sample as, and just save over the original. And now we can remove this one. Let's just replace it. Let me delete this. Replace it with the new one. And for some reason, it's, oh, there's like a little bit of, there's like a little bit of, something weird happening at the end. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Let me go to the cut scissors and delete the part after the loop, and then we can normalize it. Now we can save over it. Then we can reload the sample once again. Now we should hear perfectly looped sample. So now we can do but that still doesn't sound like the original thing. So I might have to find a new this is from the S50, I think, or no, Akai 1000. So we'll use this for now, but I don't think that's the original one. So I'm gonna have to search for a new one. This is just a different. Yeah, I don't think that's the right wave. So let's we can remove that for now. But then so that'll be silent for now, and then let's move on. We have this right here. Let me make sure that sounds how it's supposed to sound. You see, and this in the song, this is supposed to go somewhere. It's supposed to go here. Let me go and check on that. This is supposed to start on that top note right here. And I haven't really been paying attention to panning, so let me go and see what's up with that. Let me go and check on the pannings for everything. So the lead strings has, let's see. That's like a left pan. So let's see. And it doesn't really change. So that panning is to the left, 67%. So we can go ahead and tell the automate the lead strings to go 67% to the left for the whole time. And we already have automation to bring it back to normal in the other songs, so that's good. Then for the winds, what do we have? We have the same as the lead for the winds. That's 67% to the left, and we haven't used the flute yet in this. Because remember, I split it off. I split off the project. So that was from the orchestra one. So now we have, let's set it to 67% left. We don't need to automate anything. Wait. Oops. I did the wrong one. Okay, and now the bass strings. They're 67% to the right. So we want 67% to the right for the bass. Cut that. We have it to be. We have the automation for the thing, right? Yes, we do have it automated, so that's good. Now let's see. Okay, so now the harmonies. Let's see what those are. This one right here. Wait. So we also have 67% to the right for that one. Now let's see. Do we have... We're going to need to automate that one, I think, because we don't have one already. Oh, we're using the lead for that one, so we can't... We have to choose a different... We have to choose a different channel. Let's do 3. Alt-C to change the channel, and... Now we have to fix the loop point for that one too. That's better, but let me see. I can still hear the pop a bit. I think that's as good as you're gonna get. And so these are mono strings for some reason. Let me see what I did. It sounds a lot, the lead sounds a lot better, let's say that. Let me bring the chorus back. Okay, so now I just have to pan it. Let me see, the harmony strings are here, and they point to channel 3, so I can use those. What was the panning for this one? Also 67% to the right, just like the bass. Let me automate that. And then in the previous song, those are already automated good. But I think those harmony strings should be louder. Yes, let me... There we go. And that first note, it has more attack than the other notes. So let me change the start point to be like in the middle of the note. See if that helps. I don't think that helps too much. That helps a little more. Nice. Still hear that loop point a bit, but I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Cool. Now let's see. Didn't know there would be a stream this early. I just woke up for the other business or other businesses. I'm actually in Europe right now, so that's why the streams are pretty early. So next time I'm going to stream later. I'll stream later in the evening. I forgot about the chime change. So anyway, let's see what's next. Now the second part of the string shouldn't change much. Let's see. It's also, it sounds like it's 67% to the right, so let's see. Yeah. It stays the same, so that's good. Now let's see what is next. Next we have channel 4. Ooh, that's some fun stuff. This one's mono, or it's like center pan. So it sounds like those 3 channels are all together. Interesting. So this last one here, I think is an echo. It's like a delay for the other one. Yeah. Oh wait. No, it's a bass. So this last one is going to go in bass strings. That's like an intro to the bass. So we can move all this over. Let me see exactly. So, like, is it an octave under it or? No, I think it's no, I think it's like it's just a little bit lower. The thing, and I think that this just goes right after, right? And I'm gonna change this to the same channel. Let's see how that lines up. Okay. But this, the note doesn't line up. Let me see if the note was kind of staggered like that. How does that bass note line up with the other ones? So it should line up exactly. Let me see that. These line up, and I just need to make the rest of the line later, a little bit later. You see, so now they're too late. And if I bring them this way, they're too early. So it just means maybe I need to do, it's in 3/4, yeah, the whole time. No. So it's just a little bit, let me try putting it in triplets. Or maybe half a step. No. About a third of a step. I think it's just I'm going to need to drag it. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. This means that that's just a little bit off. I don't know. And let me make sure that the panning on that, what the panning on that is. So panning here is actually a little bit more to the right than the regular bass notes. So it's 84. We need 84%. So we need to automate it where first it's 84%. Then 67 here. Good. Sounds good. Thank you. These restorations are absolutely phenomenal. Love your work. It's like we're hearing this music for the first time the way it's meant to be heard. How'd you like it? I'm more familiar with the second half of the song because that was used in Ocarina of Time, Zelda's Lullaby. Good to know. And that flute is a little bit loud, but we'll work on that later. Okay, so that sounds good. Now, it's kind of the middle of these few channels are kind of a mess. So I don't really exactly know what's going on. Let me take a look. So let me kind of cut for a second. Let me cut these because we know what's going on here. Let me cut these. It's just these two channels really. So yeah, they're kind of doing a duet. It's kind of I want to see how exactly the separation works because oops, that let me see. We kind of play around with it. Oh, I see. So these are kind of like so first they start up as just harmonies of the lead. I can put them in the harmony channel with the other one. So let's take this. Actually, let me just copy all of this and see how it goes well with the rest of the harmony. But that means I need to move the rest of this down. So let's say Uh, I need to match these with these. So let's see. I need to quantize all these so that they're pretty much the same. These are also going to drift, so I need to align them like this. And then I need, yeah, that looks good. So now these are all in steps, it looks like. So I just need to that. Yeah, and then just quantize. But these are going to be exceptions, really. Unless, no. These are going to be in triplets, I think. Somehow, these are just kind of weird. So let me quantize start times. And that'll be like so. Wait a minute. No. I have to set to step and then quantize start time. I have to also have to move these space. Like that. Okay, that doesn't sound right. So I think, yeah, that's just an intro to like this. This down here. No, that's still not right. Hold on. Let me undo all of that. I think I messed something up. So I think I need to figure out the rest of this, like the timing in this in this intro first, because it just kind of looks like it's free tempoing. Even though, let me change. Let me see. I do that, and then if I set the time signature to 3/4, it still doesn't make much sense because it's like lagging the tempo. But let me try just flipping all this so that the tempo is like lines up. And I think this part right here is like 4/4 maybe. Yeah. This is like a 4/4 bit. Common time. But it doesn't quite line up. So what I need to do is first off, I need to correct that in the thing. So this is 4/4. No, this is 3/4 right here, and I need to line that up. But this is 4/4. So now the problem is that these are just kind of drifting a little bit. So all I have to do is take these and quantize the start time. So now I have to do this for all the channels. So Now this goes back here, and these get quantized. Okay, that's good. Winds are going to be the same because they don't have the intro. Harmony strings. Okay, so here's where this counts. Harmony strings start at 4/4. Then I do the time signature here. Now this is right, and then, okay, these are now correct. So now everything should be in line, and the 4/4 signature is here, but now I just need to line up everything with that first note. But the lead strings, do I have them placed at the wrong time? No. So the lead strings are still not quantized right. Oh, I see. The 4/4 is off. That still doesn't make a difference because the 3/4 note is off. Ah, I see. So now I just want to quantize all these start times. Now everything should line up. So that lines up there. Now we know that this right here is 4/4, and actually I need to extend this to include these notes here. This run is the only thing we're not sure about, because this goes down, da, 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 da. I think this is a free tempo part. So this is 4/4, and then we have a free tempo. Because it still doesn't make sense if we go, hey, this is 3/4, it still doesn't line up. This is like a free tempo bit. But we know that, so now we can work with that because there's not much. It's a smaller section. Let me check. I think those bass strings need to have a longer like a longer articulation. They do, because they're fading away. Just like the lead channel, we need to extend that articulation a bit. And this is not going to affect the Seal of Seven Maidens much. It's just going to make it a little bit longer. Perfect. Cool. So let's see. Ooh, what do we have here? Wait, the bass strings rushes in the SPC? Also bless. Yeah, it seems like everything is a little bit, it's just slightly off time in the SPC, or maybe who knows. But I'm making it. It's pretty intuitive, like where it kind of falls for the most part. Why is there so many panning, Koji panning? We're stoked. ALTTP is being done now. Woo! Still Kid made its presence. Oh yeah, that's my cell phone ringtone. In fact, I'm restoring some of the sound effects to Donkey Kong Country, so I'll make those are available in the Dropbox if you have that, but they'll be available soon on the Drive folder, on the Google Drive folder. So now, the idea is that you can actually use those sound effects in the MSU1 patch, because the MSU1 patch is not programmed for that, and I don't have the keys to the change of the MSU1 patch. But you can use the restored sound effects on your phone. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Nick? Welcome. And let's see. So now we have a pretty clear cut how the harmony strings work. So let's go and now it's these two channels right here that we still need. These two channels that we're unsure about. So the idea is that it starts on the third note, on the fourth note. So we have 3 notes of intro, and then this one starts on that third note, and goes for 4 notes, and then this is where the common time begins. So we copy this, bring it to the harmony strings, and now here's where the confusion starts, because we have to then move the harmony strings a bit inward. And this move is going to be determined by how much this intro is, which is a common time, which is a free tempo intro. So what we have to do is let's put it here. So now we can do this. Shift C, move all of this forward, and now this part is where the common time begins. So we have a little bit of space here. But here's where the part, because this part is dissonant for some reason. So here's where I was getting confused. So because this part is dissonant, so why is it like this in the original? Is the question. That it is not like that. So why is this part a different note? So let me check the oh, because remember we have to put everything up an octave. So if we do this, go up. Maybe that'll help it a bit. Let's see. So now we have to do so these are good. Wait. This is right. Except for this. No. This just needs to be moved. It needs to be moved in such a way where it starts right here. Now everything is still out of whack because this somehow got moved forward. Yeah, so there's a little bit of dissonance in there, but it's now that it's an octave up, it's okay. Cool. So now let's bring in that other harmony, and let me actually make sure that these are all in the same channel. So this should use this channel. So. But the panning shouldn't be the same. So You see, the panning here I think is center. So what we want to do is let's undo that change. And we want to change this to be channel 4, right? So that's good that it is already channel 4. But we want it to be the other harmony. And this harmony we want to be center panned. So let's confirm that for this. Yeah, this one's center. Let me confirm that with the automation. Yeah, this fourth channel is centered. So that means that we want to also automate this second harmony strings. These harmony strings by default are a little bit to the right, so that won't work. So what we want to do is automate them. They're 50% to the right now, so what we want is to clone this, send this to channel 4, and then we want this to be center here. And then in the regular harmony, we want it to be 50% to the right. Now, the other problem is that when we automate the strings, for some reason in Contact, the volume gets dropped 6 decibels. So what we want to do is go in and raise that. I think it's already been raised, so let's see how that works. And that's good. That works. And then let's check and make sure that it still works in the Seal of 7 Maidens. That works for me. Now, once again, we have this problem with the harmony strings fading out too fast. So we need to extend the envelope from 2 seconds decay to 2.5. I want to check and make sure I've done this already for the regular harmony strings. No, I didn't. So that's why we're noticing that fade out so much. These ones here are a bit too loud, so let me take them down a bit. But I don't think there's a volume change here, so let me actually make those. Let me see how it works out on the full thing. Actually, that is too loud. Let me take all these down. If I'm going to do. It. Sounds good, I'll just do it like that. Okay, so that's one harmony string down, and we've got, your voice sounds distorted, there's some weird low hum going. I'm going to monitor and check. Oh wow, it does. Weird. Hey, unplug. Test. Test. Here's a weird, I don't know what I can do about that. It's because I don't have my mic. So, hold on. Okay, well if you can understand, fine. There's really nothing I can do about it. So as long as you can understand, I'm gonna have to get a new mic for next, better mic for next time. Now the other problem is that there is a drift here, so we just correct that and then quantize the start times. Perfect. Next, now we can go on to the second harmony. And the second harmony is panned 22% to the left, it looks like. Let me check on how. So it starts out being panned 40% to the right, then it switches to 22% left. And then there's a volume fade in for the first harmony actually. Actually, for all of the, it sounds like for all of the orchestras, for all of the strings, there's like a little fade in. I think. Let me check. Yeah, pretty much for all of the strings in that in the main swing, like when we get the main melody after the intro, there's a sort of a little fade in. So that means I had only programmed this for the lead strings, but since I have to do this for all of them, I can just go to contact, I can cut this, and then I can paste it in the main contact window. So now it's just going to do a volume automation for everything. But wait, contact, I think I normally had it 75%, so now I have to take this down because it's going to be too loud. There we go. And that means that now the bass, which I had, I gave it a little, like I had the intro being each note, now I can just smooth that out. This bass note I think is too loud because I forgot to turn it down. There we go. Perfect. Now this second harmony, we can move on to. Let's go and grab this copy and then we'll put it in the same channel. That should be a little easier because we don't have to move anything around. We have to line this up. We also have to raise it up an octave and just align. What is this? What is this doing here? I don't know. Not sure what that is. But we can work on that later. This is going here, and we're gonna make it the same channel as this right here. This channel is channel 4. So we change this channel 4 with Alt C. So this one is one's also channel 4. Also channel 4. What is this doing here? Where is this in the SBC? The G and an A going at the same time. I want to make sure that's right. We have an E at the top. And this is like a delay note right here. We have F at the top. A, but no G. Why is there a G there? That might have been, I might have accidentally added that note. No, this G is here. No. Either way, it's not supposed to be there. But, let's see. So there's that those 3 notes. Actually, I think this was quantized. This was supposed to be like one right after another. I think I accidentally quantized this. Let me go and grab these 2 notes again because I don't know. This is a free tempo section. I don't know exactly what those notes were. Yeah, these 2 notes here. So let me just go and copy that. Up an octave, and then we can drag it over to here. And these got all aligned, so let's see. It should be right, so let me make sure that these are all good. You can see these are pretty much the same time, so that works. Perfect. Now we just need the panning on that second line, but actually, this is the second. This is channel 4, which is the second harmony strings, but I need these 2 lines to be separate actually. So because this one has different panning, so what I need to do is I need a 3rd harmony strings. That's what I need. Because we're still using the bass. Oh, I think we're freezing a little bit, hanging up a little. Ooh, FL Studio might be crashing here. Let me give this a moment. I think it might be crashing. So what I'm going to have to do is close the program, and then we have a backup. Going that should say every 5 minutes. Auto saved 2 minutes ago, so that should be fine. We shouldn't lose much from that. trying to load contact. For some reason it's not loading contact right. Alright, so I think we should be back now, and yeah, so the computer crashed, as Windows computers often do. So, but I got everything back now without any change. So let me save this real quick as a regular as the regular file. Now, because what happens is we have this registered as a, hold on. Now we have this registered as a harmony, but it should be a bass, really. It only comes in for a certain amount of time. But the question is, what's the panning on it? Can the panning use that? So we have... Hold on, I have some like significant delay. And it's not... Oh, it's not coming through with the audio.